Down in Bayo, just ahead of Final Song and Rio Angie. Now they're all set. Let the carnival begin for 2020. Down on the Bayou, just on the back foot. The gates open, began well down on the Bayou off the inside. Fairy Yellow very quickly, and Final Song out in the middle as well. Rio Angie bounced away well. Out wide on the track in the early stages, there is Last Surprise. They were followed by Hammer Mar and Divine Love picking up ground. Down on the inside, Silent Night, followed by Early Motion. Then came Havana Red up on the outer. Then came Divine Trinity. Varsha down on the inside from Good Reason. Getting a long way back, Panashosik. And back at the tail is See the Shadow, about to come off the back straight behind a lead section of 24.46, and down on the Bayou railed through and showed the way over Rio Angie up to its flanks in second. Out three wide is Feriel. They were followed then by Hammer Mar. Then came Divine Love, and out three wide is Final Song with the white cap. 2 lengths away then to Last Surprise, just getting a little right along, followed by Early Motion. Down on the inside then was Silent Night as they come to the top of the lane, and the rest ahead by Divine Trinity. Into the straight down on the Bayou, and Rio Angie pretty well match motors as they turn for home. Dubai Love is down the outside, and Final Song is beginning to run on very strongly over near the fence. Down into Bayou, Rio Angie has a real fight on her hands, and here's Final Song between them, beginning to power home. Down into Bayou, hit the front again, but Final Song went straight by it inside the final 200 metres, gave them all windburn, and Final Song races away. Great win, wins by 2 on Down into Bayou, Rio Angie. Then came Dubai Love, a gap off in the field. Next across the line was Hammer Mar. They were followed by Silent Night, who ran on. Then came Last Surprise, Divine Trinity, Havana Red, Panashosik. Then came Feriel, while back in the run was Early Motion, followed by 1,000 metres the journey for racer number 2. Gates are back and they're racing. Pocket Dynamo missed the start away quickly. Caspian Prince along with Blueberry. Ambience over on the inside, and holding up is El Manara. Esraco, Trick Bag, Portamento, the grey horse with the yellow jacket. Rifle Scope was poorly out, is back over on the inside. They were followed by Ra Fit, A Moment of Madness now getting into his stride out in the middle, followed by Pocket Dynamo, and Muda Raffle was back at the rear. Down to the course proper, 520 metres to go, and Caspian Prince, the old boy, just led. Ambience going up to tackle it now. El Manara over on the inside, then Portamento. Blueberry trying to sneak between them. A Moment of Madness out in the middle of the track, followed by Rifle Scope. Front runner is Caspian Prince, led by a neck over El Manara, then A Moment of Madness. Portamento, Blueberry are battling away. El Manara getting up on the inside, goes by Caspian Prince. El Manara switching to the turf. It's been a winning switch. El Manara's too good, and El Manara races away by 2.5. Second in is Caspian Prince. Now Blueberry looks to have got third. Just had a Rifle Scope, Portamento, A Moment of Madness, and Esraco caught the eye late, running on very strongly. They were followed next by Ra Fed. Then came Pocket Dynamo, who blew the stone. Owner of Montserrat coming along, and they're all set. Ready to go now. Race 3 of the carnival. Gates are back and they're racing, and Dubai Icon jipped at the start, missed it by 3 lengths, and having to be chased up as Manguzi began well. Sendid over on the inside. Driving through now is Festival of Ages. It gets up between horses and takes on the front. New Trails is going to try and slot across their tails. They were followed by Grandon Gentier. Next of all then is Sultaran Dubai. Now improving was Dubai Icon through on the inside, then Above Normal, Tried and True, and they went back to the rear with Montserrat. It settles at the tail of the field. 25.56 as they turn into the back inside 1,400 metres to go. Festival of Ages shows the way, 1.25 over Sendid in second. Manguzi up on the outside of Grandon Gentier. Next of all is New Trails, just having to be heeled along a fraction. Over on its inside is Dubai Icon. Then came next of all Sultaran Dubai, Tried and True, Montserrat, and Above Normal over on the outside at the rear. About to turn off the back straight now with 900 metres to go. And the front runner here is Festival of Ages, and extends out by 4 lengths over Sendid, who's run its race. Manguzi the chaser after this leader now, and New Trails goes with it, and Grandon Gentier picking up ground. Next of all is Sultaran Dubai, then Dubai Icon, Montserrat, Above Normal, and Tried and True in the yellow tries to pick up ground. Festival of Ages the leader, 550 metres to go as they turn in. Festival of Ages over New Trails around the outside of Manguzi. Running into it is Sultaran Dubai under Persuasion. Over on the inside, Grandon Jettier, Dubai Icons badly strung up between them as Above Normal runs down the outside. Festival Ages has got the stitch here. Joining it out in the middle is Sultana Dubai, but here comes Above Normal with a booming run. Above Normal goes up, Sultana Dubai. Dubai Icon running a mighty race, gets into the clear and finishes on, and Grandon Jettier over on the inside. Above Normal reaches the lead. Above Normal over Sultana Dubai. Grandon Jettier, Montserrat late on the inside. They hit it. Grandon Jettier might have nosed out Above Normal in a great finish. Sultana Dubai, Montserrat a breath away, and Dubai Icon a huge run. They were followed by New Trails. Next in was Mangoozy, Tried and True. Next across. Starter in position, 1400 metres for the Maidan Challenge. They're all set. Now they're racing. Straight out the back was Asmam, and also slowly away Invali. It'll go back towards the tail. Tamol began well, went straight to the lead. Into second position is Major Partnership, and now Championship pushing up on the outside. Sudwara fraction wide early from Legendary Lunch. Next of all is Zainahom. Going up deeper, Asmam after a poor start. Then came Lansky, Fly at Dawn. Getting back in the field, Dubai Legacy trying to slot across behind the pack, and Invali was at the rear. Down the side they turn, 25.62 is the lead, and Tamo shows the way for Jim Crowley. Up on the outside, Championship in second. Sudwar is around the outside third, followed by Major Partnership, Asman, the red cap going up deeper. Between them is Zainahom, then Lansky, Fly at Dawn. Invali and Dubai Legacy sees the entire field as they come to the top of the straight. Tamo shows the way, out by just on a half length over Championship. Sudwar up on the outside, now revved up. Wider is Asmam as they turn in their Major Partnership, followed then by Zainahom. Dubai Legacy is going to have to try and pick a passage through, and Legendary Lunch is down the outside as Tamo giving a little. Major Partnership getting up on the inside. Sudwar is right there and out wide as Zainahom, then Dubai Legacy. Major Partnership sneaks up on the inside, went to the lead. Charging home is Zainahom down the outside, but Major Partnership races clear. Major Partnership a length and a quarter. Second Zainahom. Sudwar stayed on well for third, just ahead of Tamol, and close up on the outside was Dubai Legacy. Next in was Asmam. They were followed by Championship, Lansky, Legendary Lunch, Invali, and back at the tail was... And Tour de Paris will be the last. Starter Shane Ryan marches over to his starting position, about 10 or 15 metres in front of the stalls. Tour de Paris goes forward, and they're all set. Ready now, racing in the Dubai, and drafted straight out the back, was slowly into stride. Lava Spin bounced away, went straight to the front. Up to second is Gladiator King, although very wide. Driving through is 9 Below Zero, and Wadi's going to be right on the speed. Neverland Rock dropped in behind them. Tour de Paris outside of Walking Thunder. Next of all is Ibn Malik, kept very wide on the track, and about 5 lengths away then to Drafted as they turn down the side of the track. They go to the final 750, 24.01 was the lead, and Lava Spin responsible for it. Waddy up on the outside second. Gladiator King 3 wide, going up 4 wide. Evan Malik, but trucking into the race. They were followed by 9 Below Zero. Next of all, Tour de Paris, Walking Thunder. 4 lengths away to Drafted with it all to do, but peeling to the outside. Then Neverland Rock into the straight they come. Gladiator King has moved up to the front, but coming after it is Ibn Malik. Ibn Malik after Gladiator King. Drafted begins to let down with a strong run down the outside as Gladiator King and Ibn Malik travelling together. 2 lengths away to Drafted, closing into the late stages. Gladiator King the leader over Ibn Malik. Drafted with too much to do, and Gladiator King the American, great debut in the desert. It is Gladiator King by a half length over Ibn Malik, and Drafted next in Wadi. They were followed by Tour de Paris, then came Lava Spin. Next across the line was 9 Below Zero, Walking Thunder, and last of all was Neverland Rock. Very, very strong performance by Universal Order, the last to come along. So they are almost set now. Final race of the night, opening night of the Carnival. A couple of them a little bit bouncy in the stalls. Now the gates are back and they're racing. Lucius Tiberius, Mountain Hunter, the best two to begin. Ducan over on the inside begins to rush up behind them. Zamam over on the inside is Zaman. And Pablo Escobar moving up on the outside in the green goes forward. Just off them, Gifts of Gold, Dubai Horizon as they go into that first corner. Then came across the Stars. Coleman is trapped out very wide indeed. They were followed in turn then, getting back in the field by Great King and Universal Order back towards the tail of the field. So they work up the side of the track. 23:37 was the time. And the leader here, Lucius Tiberius, out by a length on Pablo Escobar. Mountain Hunter third over on the inside. Trap wide, Gifts of Gold allowed to slide around the outside of Zamama. They were followed by Ducan, who's now shuffled back on the inside ahead of Coleman. Out wide, Zaman is between them. They were followed by Across the Stars. Getting back was Dubai Horizon. Then came a Great King and Universal Order at the rear. Down the back they go behind Lucius Tiberius, who shows the way. Pablo Escobar up on the outside second. Mountain Hunter over on the fence, a three-time Carnival winner already. Over on the outside, Gifts of Gold still trying to get across, but out three wide. Zamam is between them. Then Ducan. Up on the outside is Coleman. Then came Zaman. Next of all then is Across the Stars. They were followed by Dubai Horizon as they come off the back. Universal Order and Great King was back at the rear. Turning down the side of the track now, 1,000 metres to go. Lucius Tiberius has been given a lovely ride by Doyle so far. It's out by a length on Pablo Escobar, the outside. Mountain Hunter over on the leader's back. Around the outer then is Gifts of Gold. Zamam is between them. Ducan down on the fence. Then came Coleman. Zaman trying to pick up ground. Across the Stars travels okay, but snooker between horses. Universal Order coming to the outside. Then came Dubai Horizon and Great King's at the rear. Top of the straight, Lucius Tiberius has been the leader from the outset. Pablo Escobar sat at his bridle in second position. They were followed by Mountain Hunter, who needs an out now. Zaman between them. Gifts of Gold's been wide. The orange caplet running on, and Zaman is down the outside. They go inside the final 250. Pablo Escobar went up on the outside, headed off Lucius Tiberius. Down the outside is Gifts of Gold, and letting rip now is Universal Order coming with a booming run out of the middle. Pablo Escobar with a fight in its hands. Universal Order coming strongly, and a big, powerful win by Universal Order. Universal Order races away to take the last from Pablo Escobar. Zaman will get third, I'd say, from Gifts of Gold and Zaman. Close up behind them is Mountain Hunter. Next across is Dubai Horizon. Then came Across the Stars, Ducan.